Guys, thank you for coming and spending some of your quarantine time with me. Today I gotta fix some issues that I've started to figure out. Today I've got a little bit of a misfire, so I'm changing some of the spark plugs, and I wanted to walk you guys that might not know how to do it through how to actually change your spark plugs. So I'm gonna hop over there and show you guys what all we need. So this job's gonna be pretty easy. We're gonna need a small flathead screwdriver to pop off the coil packs. There's a clip on these that sometimes is a little finicky, a little hard. Need a torque wrench. Your spark plugs are going to be torqued to 15 foot-pounds. Need a 10mm wrench and a spark plug socket. I have a spark plug in it right now with some anti-seize. This is a 3/4 inch drive, 5/8 with an O-ring in it. It's a 5/8 inch socket. If you guys are doing this, the spark plugs that I've read do the best here are copper plugs. So they're going to be, for me right now, I'm using NGA V-Powers. The part number, if you guys are looking for it, is LFR6C11, and they're 7787. There's a part number if you guys want to pause it real quick. I think these were like $5 to Parts House each, so about 30 bucks for the whole set. But I'm gonna hop into this. So first off, also you're gonna want to fill up said too. First off, you're gonna want to take off your intake tube from there to there. Pop that off. There's a screw here and these latches. Next off, after that, it's pretty easy to get in here. There's a 10mm on here to pop one of these off. These two should be able to come off without having to remove the plug, but this third one you do need to remove the plug. You're just gonna unscrew these spark plugs with your ratchet. They should come out pretty easy. So the Toyota spark plugs on these FJ Cruisers is 44 thousandths. I don't know if you guys can see that there. So you're gonna take this 44 thousandths and measure the gap. If it's more, you're gonna want to close it. If it's less, you're gonna want to open it a bit. But you should want it as close to 44 thousandths as possible. So one big thing when you're putting these spark plugs in, not only do you need the anti-seize, but when you go to put these things in there, make sure to hand tighten these first. They are very, very easy to strip, and if they don't go in easy like this, you should not try to torque them. They will strip your block. So once you have that plug hand tightened in there, all the way down, shouldn't take too many turns, and you'll feel it stop all of a sudden, where you can no longer turn it. And at that point, right about there, you take out your torque wrench here, let it calibrate itself. Make sure you are on 15 foot-pounds. You give it a torque to 15 foot-pounds, and that spark plug's done. After that, make sure you drop this back on. Make sure the gasket is clean where it seats so it seals. Pop your plug back on, put that little 10mm bolt back in, tighten that. I just tightened mine back down to 15, it's the same as the spark plug, and you're good to go.